Hello there, you guys. Here's looking at you, kid. My second cup of coffee this morning. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm in my bedroom today. I've got this wonderful little fainting sofa. And I just thought, I'm going to take my little video in there and I'm going to do it from my bedroom today and give you guys a different view. You can't see too much of it from this angle, but what the hey. This is my mermaid room. Remember how we talked about things I love? I love mermaids. I have mermaids all over this room. This house is filled with mermaids. Isn't she a beauty? I've got a couple of these that stand on my nightstands and things, and I even have mermaid lamps, and I got mermaid pictures on my wall. I mean, this room, let me see if I can lift this up a little bit so you can at least see some of the mermaids on the wall. I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. They're all over the place in here. Anyway, okay, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Although I did tell you I was going to do things about mermaids, about things I love. Mermaids happen to be one of them. Something that's really been troubling me, and I know it has you too. Have you noticed how mean people are right now? I mean, they have a mask on and they think you can't see them. So there's a rudeness out there, you guys. There is a rudeness in this country. I don't know what it is. I mean, are we supposed to be united? First of all, what communion does darkness have with light? We have a lot of darkness going on. And frankly, I don't know how to commune with darkness. I don't know that God would have us commune with darkness. We should be kind to one another. There are people that believe on the side that I think is dark that are not bad people. I think they're lost. I don't know why they haven't seen light yet, but I believe they will. But do your part. You go in the stores and everybody is just grumpy and mean, and they sneer and they tattle if you don't put your mask on. You're scared? Wear your doggone mask. I'm not scared. I have no fear. I want to tell you something. I may have told this on my last video, and if I didn't, you need to hear it. There was a time in history where pneumonia was considered an old man's friend, because pneumonia, if you got it, would take you out. It was the #1 killer in the country. I think I did tell this, but I want to reiterate it again. It wouldn't kill you unless you were ready to die. And honestly, that's how I feel about COVID. It only kills those that are ready to die anyway. It's a rare day it takes anybody else. So the fear, I think that fear, remember when, I think it was President Roosevelt that said, the only thing to fear is fear itself. If you are fearing, you have no faith, because fear and faith cannot be in the same place. So fear should not be in your repertoire at all. It should never be feared. Now, caution should be displayed in all sorts of areas. If anybody even has the flu, stay away from them. Yeah, stay away from them. But to act like you are vicious if you don't wear your mask, I'm 78, for God's sakes, you guys. I'm the one that is way more vulnerable than most of you. So shut up. If you see me without my mask on, just shut up. Maybe that's how God's going to choose to take me out of here. Frankly, it was said that pneumonia was the easy way out for old people. And I think it's true of this too. If they get it, they get it. If they die of it, they're going to die of something. There's been no more deaths this year than there ever has been. Did you know that? Do you know the same amount of people that die every year are still dying? They're just now calling it they died from COVID, and everybody's afraid. Why aren't you afraid of diabetes or heart disease? That kills people, rampantly kills people. Or drug abuse. Oh my God, drug abuse. So this fear that is trying to be instilled in us, and the news media is the one planting it there too. I just really wish they would burn and crash. I've had it with that news media that doesn't tell you news anyway. Don't watch it. The word says, I think it's Philippians 4:8. You need to look it up. It says, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, if there be any good report, think on these things. Think on these things. Beautiful, lovely, good reports. Why are you thinking on COVID and how many people it's killing. And those people out there that are going out there without their masks, they need to be, I mean, shut up. You know what? If you're scared, I can appreciate you stay home. Just stay home. But don't do that. Don't go out in the world looking for something to fight with people over. We all have a right to live our life. I'm going to live my life right to the end, as fun and as good as I can. And it's not going to be holed up in a house somewhere, scared to death that I might get the COVID. So I'm not going to see my grandchildren. Grandparents that are not seeing their grandchildren because they're afraid of getting COVID. Now, okay, I understand if you're compromised. If you're compromised, that's one thing. You know, you don't want to die yet, then don't see them. But if you're like me, healthy and whole, and they're healthy and whole, and I don't know when the last time they're going to see me will be, and I say, I don't want to see you because you might bring COVID. Oh, shut up. You know what? No, this girl's not doing it. She's not doing it. If I go out of COVID, just rejoice. I went out of something that was kind of easy. Sure beats having cancer, going through chemo and losing all your hair and living for months, almost dying. Good grief. I mean, we're going to die of something. Every single one of us is going to die of something. The hairs on your head are numbered. And you know what? Your days are numbered too. And you will not go out 1 minute before God allows it, if you trust God. If you don't trust God, I don't know what the heck to think about that. You know, you may get COVID and die when you weren't supposed to. I don't know. But I know when I trust God, the promise is He has me by the hand. If I'm ready to go home to be with Him and COVID takes me out, so be it, you know? So I just really want to talk about this anger and this fear that is rampant. Fear. The whole country, in fact, the whole world is operating in it. They're afraid. Good God. The only thing that pleases God is faith. And if you have fear, you cannot have faith. So you are not pleasing God. And you know how you get faith? Remember we talked about that last time? You get it by hearing the word of God. So whatever is beautiful or lovely or, you know, just do something pretty around you. Look at lovely things. Go out and look at the trees or the sky or, you know, go to the beach. Get your mind off of things. Go somewhere that's beautiful and quit lamenting over the way things used to be. They may never be like that again. You know, we may live like this forever. I don't know. I'm just glad I'm 78. You suckers are going to have to stay here and handle it. All right, get it? So be kind to people. More than ever, it's important that we're kind to each other, you know? This thing about being so rude, I mean, anymore, if I get somebody nice, I go, gee, you're so nice. It's such a shock because people just aren't being nice. Don't be one of them. Okay, I guess I said my piece and I'm going to spend my day. I've got some tomatoes in the oven that I am drying. I've got them all cut, this big tray and olive oil and salt on, and I'm drying them, and I'm going to have dried tomatoes. Anyway, I love to cook. That's something else. Get in the kitchen and cook something. Create something that makes you feel so good, and when you eat it, it even makes you feel better. I know stuff like this. Okay, you guys, this is Velma Hagar, and buy my book, Hidden Treasures in Secret Places. And until next time, I'm bidding you a blessed day and reminding you to be sweet to everybody you see. Bye.